If you're looking for, again, I just want to say, if you're looking for specific recommendations for shoes, that's not something I'm going to be able to give you today. I'm not here to tell you about my favorite pair of shoes, and I don't even really have strong opinions about particular brands of shoes. Only I want you to have a system that you're going to be able to use that puts you in the power seat so that you're making decisions that are best for you. I think that you can learn to trust your body and make it more robust to your shoes and make better decisions for it. And I know that if I can do this, then you can do this too. So if you don't know me, I want to give you a really quick backstory. I was a dancer up until age 22, at which point I had enough injuries that I had to stop. And my goal in life at that point was just to be able to walk for 30 minutes without any pain. And I'm happy to say I've accomplished that goal now, but it was definitely a bit of a process. And around that time that I embarked on that journey, I came across Anatomy in Motion, which is a course that teaches us how the body should move based on the joint mechanics of the walking cycle, which has been profoundly impactful on my body and one of the most important things for getting me out of that place where I was in pain all the time. And so what we're going to be doing today is based on those joint mechanics of how our body moves through the walking cycle. We're going to make sure that the shoes we're wearing aren't interfering with those exact mechanics. So that's the context for all of these self-assessments we're doing today. So today's lesson plan, we kind of have 5 main sections we're going to go through. First, I want to let you know about the 5 most important things I think we need to look for when we're choosing a shoe. Second, we're going to go through some basic foot mechanics so you understand what is pronation, what is supination, and why that's important for our bodies or our feet to be able to do, either in our shoes or when we're not wearing our shoes. So when we're wearing shoes, we still want our feet to be able to pronate and supinate. We shouldn't have our feet in these things called coffins. Our shoes should be able to allow us to move, not be restricting movement. We're going to learn the system that I call Does My Body Like My Shoes? And this is a simple systematic check-in that you can apply to any shoe for the rest of your life to determine whether it's helping you to promote better movement mechanics or if it's reinforcing some faulty patterns that are keeping you stuck. After that, we've gone through the system. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework so that you can start to integrate this stuff into your life. And I'm going to throw a challenge to you to use the system right away so that you don't forget about it. I'll give you, after that, a couple of tips for how to keep using the system going forwards, and then we'll have a bit of time for some questions and some answers. I want you to understand that the system that I'm going to show you, Does My Body Like My Shoes, is something I learned from Gary Ward, who is the creator of Anatomy in Motion, and I really recommend you look up his work. It's really useful. And it's based on the understanding that our body has this inherent and underutilized wisdom. I think that your body will tell you whether it likes your shoes or not, and we just need to know how to interpret that and listen a little bit better. But if you have, I want to say, not the best body awareness, this system might be a challenge to use at first. So don't give up on it. If you're not getting good information from the system, it might be that you just need to practice it a little bit more. I like to think of it as, you have a recipe to make a cake, and we know the recipe works. It's not a bad recipe, but maybe you're just not very practiced at following recipes. Like there's a little bit of nuance when you're following a recipe. If you've ever baked something, then you know that a cup of flour can be interpreted in many different ways. Is it a leveled cup? Is it a packed cup? Is it like a heaping cup? Is it fluffy? Is it sifted flour? Like there's a lot of nuance to that one cup of flour, and that one detail, whether or not you can pay attention to it, might make or break the cake. So I want you to know that sometimes we need to practice these things, and if it's not working for you right off the bat, practice the system. It's going to work for you if you give it the time and give it the chance, okay? So don't get discouraged if you're having trouble with it anyway. And if you don't feel like you're getting any good information from your body, it might also be that there's some noise in your system. Like maybe there's a past injuries or some other symptoms that are really distracting your body. So it's hard to pay attention to anything else other than those things glaring at you. So if that's the case, then I'm going to have some recommendations for you at the end of today to help you learn how you can start to clear that noise out that might be distracting you from listening to your body. And lastly, I think I already said this, but I want to reiterate that I think that you can make your body robust to any shoe that you choose to wear by working on your movement mechanics and working on your foot mechanics. And I'll share a little bit more about what I mean by that at the end of today's session so that you can wear any shoe without the fear that it'll mess with your body. So I don't want you to give away your personal power to a pair of shoes or believe that something external like a shoe is the solution, the only solution to your body's woes. You can learn to trust your body and its wisdom, and you can learn to make it more robust to any shoes that you wear. And there are tools that I can share with you to help you with that. So I'm honored that you're here today with me.